Hello, and I hope you're doing well. On this video we're going to look at the Samsung soundbar, and the model number on this soundbar is Q910B, and the model is from 2022. As you can see, this is what it looks like. So let's take a look at it even closer. You can download the application from Google Play or the Apple Store. You can play Spotify, and it does have Alexa built in. It does have Dolby Atmos, DTS X, and HDMI inputs. So let's take a look inside the box. The box came a little beat up, but I think most of the stuff is probably okay inside because of all the foam. So let's put this somewhere else. First thing is the soundbar. So let's put this on the table. So just taking a look at the soundbar, you have the logo here, and right away you have a speaker facing up. And then on the sides you have perhaps a speaker here, here, and a couple of them facing to the front. You can kind of see one here. Perhaps you have a center channel somewhere in there, but you can't really tell. And I like how it's nice and smooth. I like the shape of it. So on the other end, you also can see that there's a speaker here. And let's see if you can see something here. You can see there's a speaker on the right side. There's a speaker here too. There's a speaker in there as well. In the back of the soundbar, there's not a lot of things in there, but on the left side you have Dolby Atmos, DTS X, HDMI, and right here, that's probably where you have the inputs, and they are here on this side. And you have HDMI, and an optical input. And then you have the signs that says here, digital audio in or optical HDMI, and they are both right there. The HDMI is probably in HDMI, the ARC in there, so you can control the speaker from your TV. Now here, it looks like a USB, but it says service. And then on this side, you have where the power cable goes. So that's it for the very bottom of the soundbar. Now that we have the soundbar out, let's see what's in here. The next one would probably be this one, which is the subwoofer. Oh, there's a box in here too, so let's take this out. And on this box, you have a few things. You have the user manual, then this, so you know your remote control, installation of wall mount. Here you have a power cable, then you have HDMI cable, speaker wire, some brackets so you can mount it on the wall, and finally the remote and a couple of batteries. The remote is pretty simple. It has the power button on the top, then you have the input, Bluetooth pairing, then you have this clicker that you can probably fast forward, backward, and it's very nice and slim, so it's flat right on the top. You have the soundbar, then the Samsung logo on the bottom. And there you have the subwoofer. It's pretty heavy. But anyway, on the front you have the Samsung logo here, and then it's very nice and smooth, and it's not a square, it has a very nice round shape at the edges. On the back of it, or one side of it, there's nothing. It's very nice and smooth as well. And on the other side you have perhaps what the subwoofer size is, and then on the back you have where the bass comes out here, and then the power cable that goes there. There's nothing else. Oh, I think there's a button here. I think it's just for resetting purposes, or if you have a problem with pairing, that's the button you'll look for. So that was the subwoofer that was in the middle. And lastly, you have these. These are the rear speakers. As you can see, this is the receiver. It has the Samsung logo there. Let's take this plastic off. It has a very nice and smooth, shiny finish on one side. It has standby LED and the link LED light there. So this is the front. On the other side, it has a very nice matte black finish. And on the back, the left and right channel. And of course he has also the power input there. So that's it. So this is gonna control the rear channels. And speaking of the rear channels, this is one and this is the other one, and they are color coordinated. So that's blue, and that thing that's gray. Same thing as right here, blue and gray. It looks pretty cool. It has a speaker right in here, and there's a space for the bass, and the grill goes around the sides and the front. And it has a very nice, cool black finish on top with the Samsung logo again. And there's nothing on the bottom. And there on the back you have the speaker wire input, and also the blue color, so you know what channel this is, which is the left one. And you have this so you can hang it on the wall, or you could probably place it somewhere. It's up to you, but it's nice to have that there just in case you want to hang it somewhere. That's one. And then there's another one here, the other channel. I like the way it looks. So there's the set right there. So you have the soundbar, the subwoofer, and the rear speakers with their respective receiver. So now let's hear how they sound. Now here are the power cables, and I like that they're all come like this. They have like an angle to each of them on both sides, so it's easier to hide the cable. Here under the soundbar, here you can plug this in like that, and the cable you can hide it back here. Now let's plug in the soundbar. And it doesn't do anything, so let's turn it on. And the power button is on the left. You have the volume down, volume up, and then you have the mic on or off. So let's turn it on. And let's take a look at on this side, on the right side of the soundbar. And you have the inputs, HDMI, Wi-Fi. Right now it's disconnected. Bluetooth. And right away it's trying to pair. Then you have the IN and back to HDMI. So let's try Bluetooth, and it's trying to pair. So I have my laptop here. Make sure that the Bluetooth is on, and let's add devices. And the first choice is sound and everything else. And as you can see right away, it recognized the soundbar. So let's click on that, and now it's connected. Now that it's connected, then go ahead and click done. And now you can play music from the laptop to the soundbar. So let's play something, see what it sounds like. Sounds pretty good. As you can hear, the sound did not get distorted. It goes all the way to 100%, and you can hear the sound coming from above, the sides, the front, everything. You can hear the sound from everywhere. So now let's try to put in the back speakers. Now to plug in the speakers, like we mentioned earlier, you have the blue color. So you have this, that's blue. So you have the speaker, then you have this label as red and black. So red goes with red. Push this down, red. Push the other side, black. And that's it for this side. And then the other side goes to blue. You have gray. And then just put it all the way in there. And then you have the cables, red to red, black to black. For this part, you need the remote control. While this blue light is blinking, you need to turn off the soundbar. And it says to put the volume up, or this right here, for more than 5 seconds. And according to this, it's gonna give me an ID on the far here. And it sets ID set, and while it did that over here, this stopped blinking, and now it's solid blue. So now let's play some music. Put the volume up. Let's see if this sounds. Now let's get closer. I can hear the sound coming from this side. I could hear them both well, so let's put this back here. And I'm sure you can't hear what I'm hearing here because the sound is coming from all over the place. and you're hearing it from 1 or 2 microphones, which is not the best example. Lastly, we're gonna go ahead and plug in the subwoofer, and you can tell right away that with the bass, the entire thing comes together. Now, for the best bass in your house, you could put the subwoofer in a corner somewhere. And since it's wireless, it doesn't have to be right next to the TV or where the soundbar is. You could put it in the other corner of your space, wherever you're gonna put this soundbar. You have to do the same thing as you did with the rear speakers. You have to turn off the soundbar, and then you have to press and hold the up button until it gives you that ID set on the right side, until the subwoofer's blue LED stops blinking. So it's best if you can connect everything before you put it where it's gonna be, like in a corner or somewhere. Now that I connected everything, now let's play some music so you can tell the difference. Now you can hear the difference. The soundbar sounds very nice and clear. It has a very good sound coming from all over the soundbar. The rear speakers gives it a more dimensional or a better sound, and the subwoofer gives it depth, or it makes it the sound much rich. So overall it sounds fantastic. Now, on this button on the right of the soundbar, if you press and hold for more than 5 seconds, it is so you can pair a Bluetooth. But if you only press it once,
mic on, mic off,
it has a microphone.
Mic on.
And the reason for the microphone is that you can have your assistant at any time. And of course, if you don't want the assistant to listen to your voice, then you turn off the mic.
Mic off.
Now you need to use your phone, your cell phone, and you have to look for the SmartThings app from Samsung. And here you can open it up, and as you can see, it actually found the soundbar right away. I didn't do anything to it. So just go ahead and click Add Now. And you can choose where you want to put it in there. You can choose living room, bedroom, kitchen. Let's just leave it where it was. And go ahead and select Next. And it's connecting to the soundbar. So it says press the volume down. I'm pressing the volume down. Now you gotta choose your Wi-Fi and put in your password. And once you do that, then go ahead and it's connecting the soundbar to your Wi-Fi, and it's registering your soundbar to your Samsung account. And you can give it a different name if you want. We'll just leave it as that. Now it's saying that it's downloading something. And now it says that you can enjoy your smartphone music with the soundbar by just tapping your phone to the soundbar. If you turn it on, or you can turn it off. Let's turn it on or leave it on. Now you have Alexa if you want to go ahead and pair it with Alexa, so you have to sign in, or you could skip it, and now it's done. Now if you want to go ahead and pair it with your phone or something else, you could also use the remote. Here you have the button that says pair, and on the right side it says that is trying to pair with something, and you have the soundbar here on my Bluetooth while it's scanned. So now it's asking me if I want to pair. It's paired. Now that I'm connected, I'm playing a YouTube video, and here you have sound modes, and you have standard, game, adaptive sound, and surround. You also have an equalizer if you want to put the bass up, bass down, also the treble, treble down, if you want to control the woofer, now let's take a look at the remote. Same thing here, sound mode, and if you click on the sound mode, it has a surround, game, standard, adaptive, back to surround. Now if you want to go ahead and put the subwoofer level up, right here is the subwoofer level. Six is the max. Volume up and down is on the left side. Mute right here. Here you have the input on this one. If you don't care to use your phone, then you have the remote. You do need your phone so you can go ahead and connect your soundbar to your Wi-Fi. Now another thing that I saw down here at the very bottom, it gives you advanced sound settings. You have voice enhancement, bass enhancement, and night mode. Now if you want to go ahead and turn on the mic on, it gives you other options that are down here. If the mic is off, it doesn't give you those options. Mic on. So if you want to go ahead and make the sound fit your space, you turn this on. Active voice amplifier. So you can turn them on, turn them off. It's really up to you. I just saw that under the sound mode, if you leave it at standard, you can go to equalizer and you have plenty of options here. You could also choose pop, classical, or jazz. Those are the presets. Or you can choose none and then you can play around with the EQ. Now if you want to do the basic bass and treble, you can also link it to Alexa, Spotify. So here you have network status. It tells you what's the strength of your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth pairing mode, and the channel levels. Here again you go to device settings, channel level, and you can go into your center channel, side, wide, front, top, and rear. You can raise and lower the volume on each one. And you can do also the same thing with the remote. You have to do the channel. It gives you the channel that you want to adjust. Center. Then you have side, wide, front, rear, and it goes back. So it's nice to have it on your remote, or you can have it here on your cell phone where you have a visual, which I like this better, but you don't need your phone again if you have the remote. So now that the mic is on, we can ask Alexa anything. I paired SmartThings or the Samsung SmartThings with Alexa, and once it's already paired, so now you can talk directly to the speaker or the soundbar. And let's say if you do ask Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 2:50 p.m.
So there you have it. It took a little bit of time for me to set it up because I did not know that my settings on with Alexa, it was on quiet mode or it was on silent mode. So I couldn't hear what the speaker was saying. It would just blink right here. So hopefully you don't run into that problem if you set it up the first time, or if you already have it set up on other speakers or your Echo devices, then it should be as easy to pair your soundbar with your assistant. The sound coming out of the system is superb. It sounds excellent. It's much better, clearer, more bass, a lot of power. And if you leave the mic on, you can have the adaptive sound, so it adapts to the space in your home. I hope this video helps you in any way. Thank you for watching and enjoy.